All right. Good afternoon to all of you. Uh, it's indeed a great pleasure to be there in this international conference on academic institutions. The theme being the skill development, and I'm a professor in the Department of Civil Engineering at IIT Kharagpur. Currently, I hold the position of a professor in charge of a training and placement, and also the professor in charge of intellectual property rights and industrial relations. And holding these two positions brings me to the ground. The experiences which I had in these both offices at the same time made me realize that instead of looking at the top of the tree, let's look at the ground level and see if we can come out with a solution which can be very easy to implement and very easy to really carry forward and see the results maybe down the line after a few years, and possibly that might be a realization. So possibly the presentation which I'm going to make here, maybe in next 12 minutes, is a totally the idea which just has transpired while talking to many people, and realized it that something which if we do it, and particularly in this auditorium, there are young faculties, there are lots of vice chancellors, a lot of provosts, and particularly from Indian academic institutions. Though I come from IIT, though definitely this is also a inspiration from the experience which I had with IIT. So let's start with the presentation. So in this, actually, the recently in April 2011, Dr. Anil Kakurkar's committee report talks about the taking IITs to the excellence and greater relevance, where he very specifically emphasized that it's a high time that the academic institutions, if they have to prosper or they want to excel, they need to have a proper industrial linkages. That is something which is extremely, extremely important to grow in terms of not only the academic excellence, but also to the relevance in the field, because it should not become a book-style knowledge rather than having more of an industrial-oriented knowledge. And that is something which is very, very important. So to just encompass my experience and the presentation related with the skill development part, the idea is that deployability is a key word which everybody looks at it. Let me just tell you that being in training and placement and counseling session, the first day somebody asked me a question by the parents is that, will my child get a job or not after the end of the graduation? So that is the bottom line. It has a lot of social relevance to it. Everybody wants that end of the 4 years of his program or her program, they want the job, and that the job also a very prestigious job. How one can achieve when the market is so competitive? At the same time, there has to be some institutional mechanism. How do we really create that kind of resources? And they do just with the herd effect. Whatever the herd is doing, they try to imitate that, and they forget their objective. And that is something which has been hurting us at IIT, I can tell you that. And that is something which I also feel strongly, and I'm sure it must be a phenomena in almost all the academic institutions. So, keeping this in mind, if I just take inspiration from this particular quote of Henry Ford, where he says, coming together is a beginning, keeping together is a progress, and working together is a success. So just bring this quote in mind and keeping this as a background of my presentation, I just would like to tell you that in typical any academic institutions, every student has to go through a certain coursework. Now, when you go through a coursework, you go through semester systems. So let us take a hypothetical situation where a graduate student in engineering of a 4 years program goes through the 8 semester program. When he goes through this 8 semester program, first year is normally common. It is basically cut across any specialization he goes through a same set of courses. Let us assume that first year is taken out, remaining 3 years, where he has a 6 semesters, which he goes to his departmental program. When he goes to a departmental program, what he does is typically takes a course in each semester. Let's say he takes 5 courses in each semester. What I propose here is this. Typically, any course we have called LTP. LTP is a course structure. What we call is called lecture, tutorial, and practical. All right. In this case, if I say 300, it means that he has a 3 hours of a lecture contact period with the students. A faculty has a contact period with a student for 3 hours. If it is 310, it means he has a 3 hours of a lecture program, 1 hour as a theory or the tutorials. And if he has to just face 1 lecture and 3 hours of the practical, he does this. Now what is happening? Typically, The teacher goes, completes his job, students do their job, and they're done with that. All right, in the process what happens, it does not give any outcome. What I propose here, let's make a beginning. Coming together is a beginning. So what we do is that, let's make a little change. Make it LTP-I. Now what is this I? This I is nothing but in this 6th semester program, I bring an industry component here. What it will do is that I can formulate now a program which can be like a 2002. It means that an industry personnel come who will be nothing but he is coming from the industry as an adjunct faculty. He is bringing a curriculum which is required to the industry. He comes to the institute. This particular process, if you do it, it becomes a mandatory. Unless and until it becomes a mandatory as a part of the curriculum, I'm sure there is not going to be having any involvement of our course content. And that is something which is extremely, extremely important. So what we propose here is that let us introduce this component. The result will start coming out very slowly. And now what will happen? The moment you bring this component into picture, the students will start getting excited about it. They will start understanding it, that what the industry is all about. When the industry personnel comes and shares his experiences, particularly relevant to one particular course, then it gives a lot of importance about the subject. That will also open up a window. The faculty who is coordinating in this course with the industry person, he has an opportunity to start the collaboration. This is something which will open up a new totally window for collaboration. At the same time, students will get exposed to the industry-related practices which are needs to be identified, which will be known to them. And that is something we can make a small beginning. What it will take it to next level is keeping together is a progress. This process of just introducing it to a curriculum, definitely internships programs are existing. Many of the successful universities use them. This will further get enhanced. The right set of students will go to the right set of internship programs because they will be selected during the coursework by the industry personnel themselves, that who is the person who has an inclination for a particular industry. At the same time, industrial personnel can create a lot of interest into the students' community, that this particular discipline, even though by mistake you have come, you have not made a mistake. You are in the right path. And that inspiration also works many times on a students when if you can explain to them that. At the same time, there could be executive postgraduate programs where the industry graduate students can come to the institute. They can start having the executive postgraduate program. At the same time, there is a lot of need of the faculty because faculty gets bogged down so much with the regular teaching in the campus where he does not have a chance to get exposed to the industry unless and until he or she does a lot of consultancy work. In that case, actually this particular program can help to bring the short-term faculty visits. At the same time, the bond and the brand both will be built together, and that is something which is extremely, extremely important. At the same time, when we work together, there's lots of success could be there, and that success could be, we can have IP generation. You can generate a lot of IP intellectual properties, and at the same time, the campuses will have maybe some kind of research park. I do not know how many people know about it. IIT Madras has a research park, which is a very successful venture, and that is something where the industry has come and opened their the labs over there, where the IIT faculty members are part of the consultant to them, and that gives lots of opportunity in terms of the requirement of this industry. And this is something which can be done here. There can be a lot of innovations and entrepreneurships. Students can be motivated to start their own company, and that is something can happen to this under the able guidance of all the industry people who are collaborating with the institute during the program. There could be a special laboratory through public sector units, continuing education programs, regular update of the course curriculum. That is something which is very, very important. Our course curriculum are a very typical one. It has to be changed according to the need of the market, according to the need of the industry, and that is something which has to be done. So this particular process will help because a regular interaction between the industry and academic institution will definitely allow the curriculum to evolve. It is not like a one-time sitting and curriculum is revamped. No, that will not work. It has to be on a regular basis. And this particular program can help you that. At the same time, the state-of-the-art knowledge can be updated, what's happening in the industry, what's happening in the research. It's a total cycle which will go on. And that will happen between the students, faculties, at the same time with the industrial personnel. Towards the end, I would like to propose, basically there is always the accountability of the funding comes into picture. And every time people talk about the amount of money which has to be pumped into the carrying out the research and all that. In that case, I just have a very simple model where I say that, let's see, the government forms the money. They want an accountability, but they are not sure of that the kind of research which will be done in academic institution will have an academic industrial relevance or not. So what we do is that whatever X amount of money the government puts into the academic institution, the industry will put the same amount of a matching grant for this project, which will be a most industrial relevant project. Industry will not put the money unless and until it has a relevance with that particular company. If you do this, what will happen? Government feels happy that at least the money which has been pumped in, it has an industrial relevance. Industry is happy with the half of the amount because they don't have to put the full money. They are putting only one half the money. They get the product which is they needed. Academic institution gets challenging problems on their hand, and they can really use them for their purposes. Everybody wins here, and that's something which this kind of a model can help you. Just to summarize very quickly and tell you in a nutshell, the story is that sometimes things are very trivial, sometimes things are very simple, but we are very hesitant to kind of implement it. To end with this presentation, I'll give you a small story. There was a little puppy. It was trying to chase its own tail. And when it was trying to chase its own tail, the mother dog asked to a puppy, "Why are you doing this?" Then little puppy says, "If I catch my tail, I will get happiness. I'll get success." Then mother says, "When I was puppy, I used to think the same way. But I realized it over the period that if I go on my business, the success follows me." With this, I would like to say that we just don't have to wait for the fruits to come. We just go forward, the success will follow us. Thank you very much.